Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite live stream, the #1 political live stream on Thursday nights at around 9:45 p.m., where one host has an AI background of a library with a bunch of books and a fire, and the other host has an American flag portrait in his background. Those are undeniable facts. You may not like the parameters, but I don't care. I made the parameters, and we hold that category trophy, and I'd like to see someone come and try to take it from us.
Come and
my co-host, Jeremiah Campana, amazing YouTube channel. If you haven't already, go subscribe to him. Jeremiah, how you doing this week, brother?
Dude, I am fired up because we have a fire show today. Boy, Alex went above and beyond in his planning. Folks, we are going to discuss the Fauci hearing. We are going to discuss some Tyler Robinson conspiracy. We're going to start, of course, with America's new favorite pastime, America's new favorite tradition. It's I would say, Alex, that it's as American as apple pie. We're going to roast affluent white female liberals. And then we got our new segment that we debuted last week, Rapid Fire. I got headlines where now listen, folks, listen, you might not agree with me, but once you get into the show here, I think you'll concur that me and Alex, objectively speaking, have the best opinions on all these subjects. So we're going to give you the hottest takes in our rapid fire segment. And then, folks, we are going to end with a crazy X-file that I came across. I couldn't believe it. I don't even know if I believe the words that have come out of this guy's mouth. But Alex, how are you doing, man? Because I am amped.
I am amped that you're amped. And yeah, that X-file is going to be crazy, man. I don't know what I believe, but I know the future will be weird. So
the future will be weird. Folks, this is a call-in show. I'm going to leave this link up here for a little bit for you because we do want your opinion of the calls that we've had in this show. I would say, what would you say, Alex? 90 to 95% liberals calling in to butt heads. No friendlies, really, I would say.
Yeah. Where's the friendlies at? We don't bite.
We don't bite. Leah's probably one of the only friendlies to call in. Welcome to Be On Time.
That's actually true.
Leah, if I could send you a gift for being on time to the show today, I would totally do that. How Patriot is amped. Yes, this is a call-in show. Folks, let me go ahead and put that back on the screen for you. There is the link if you have any opinions on anything we talk about today.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, so as you mentioned, America's favorite pastime.
Them is impossible. Ladies, why so hostile? Audience, grab a drink and follow. Come laugh with us, watch them wallow.
I love it. Hold on. First of all, I want to put a challenge here out to the chat, okay? Because we just have no time to make a video to go with that song, but we really want one. So if you feel so inclined, hit us up on social media at X. I'm Jeremiah Campana on X. Alex, what's your X handle?
Alexander Medeiros, but it gets cut off. But if you just search that, you'll find me.
Fine. Yes. If you DM us, shoot us a message on X if you would like to come up with, we'll shout you out, of course, whatever you want. But we are looking for a video to go along with that show. But Alex, I hear I got plenty of awfuls to roast here. Chat, feel free to roast them along with us. Alex, do you? I heard you got some roasting clips for us.
Let's go one for one. I'll go first.
Yeah.
This will be
fun. Lead us off.
You're the lead hitter. Oh man, I wish we could unify all the chats into one for a nice poll, and we could have a little competition. Sure. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
In the future. All right. So the first thing that we have tonight is a liberal woman blaming a white man or white men in general for an Islamic extremist who ran over people at an LGBTQ parade in Berlin. As I figure out how to share my screen here, I swear I'm not a boomer.
Folks, he is Gen Z. This is actually really embarrassing for him.
It is. All right, let's see.
I'm getting really, really sick of this. I'm getting really tired of having to repeat myself over and over again. So today in Berlin, there was an attack. A van drove through a crowd of people celebrating Berlin Pride Parade that they have every year. It's a huge parade. It's one of the biggest. And they injured, I think, at this time I'm making this video, this is subject to change, 17 people, and one person is dead. Okay, so
how slow she
it's
speaks.
a breaking story. There are going to be things that are going to come out and change throughout the life of the story, average. So the suspect is an Islamic extremist. That's their suspect right now. That's what I read, okay?
I'm
not going
shocked.
to say
Shocking.
anything about the rest of the Muslim population because of actions of this one person.
Oh,
But what I can say is the people who were celebrating.
Yeah, you got to slow her back
all
down
white
and rewind that, Alex.
with
That was gold.
about this. We're all white men person. I'm not going to say anything about the rest of the Muslim population because of actions of this one person.
I will.
And if a white person shoots a school up, though, all white people are school shooters. So
Exactly.
What I can say is the people who were celebrating about this were all white men, young white men, with crosses in their profiles. Because we've all seen it. We've all seen how you guys read.
Celebrating what? The fact that it was a Muslim who did it? Or are we just exposing the fact that Islam is dangerous?
Right. Pink hair alert. Yeah, Randy, for sure. Muslims doing Muslim things. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about this chick?
I mean, right away, like it's a dead giveaway. Dude, Alex, it's so bad now. When I see multicolored hair out in public, like I'm automatically like, I'm going to roast you on my show one day. Because
if it's acceptable in Congress, then it must be acceptable everywhere else, right?
It must be. It must be. But only a pink hair, blue hair, green hair, multicolor hair, white liberal female could possibly find a way to blame white men for a Muslim extremist mowing down people in Germany. But you notice also this incident in Germany. I would like to point out that in Germany, private citizens aren't allowed to have guns, and yet they still found a way to murder, have a mass murder.
Yeah, absolutely. And later we're going to see videos of what happens also when your population does not have weapons to defend itself. But that'll be after we laugh at some more liberal white women. Jeremiah, what you got for us? You're up next.
Dude, we are in for it, buddy. Okay, let me show you exactly what we are up against, my friend, because it is terrifying. I don't know if this is a hybrid human animal or what.
This is like a movie set, right?
No, just a concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
super
boy.
edgy, bro.
Super edgy, bro.
Wait, was this a woman?
I don't know. It could have been a man, could have been a woman. It could have been some of the stuff we've been reading about in the X-Files that we cover on this show.
I mean, it still fits, right? It fits the category of awful.
Leah with the perfect, I'm not going to judge a whole group of people because this one guy, 5 seconds later, it was all white guys. Exactly. That is their mentality. What was she holding? That was a pig. It was a pig holding a pig. Yeah. Let me yeah.
Brutal.
It's and I don't even know like if it's like, yeah, it's like a little stuffed animal pig. I don't. Ugh. Anyways, Alex, what do you got next for us? That gave me chills just looking at that thing.
Well, up next, as you know, Jeremiah, statistics are all just lies, right? Data,
all
statistics.
Lies.
All.
In fact,
and you know this?
One out of every 4 statistics is a lie, Alex.
And when it comes to, there's absolutely no grooming gangs in Europe at all. In fact, all the people that are raping people are just white men.
They're grooming get-togethers, Alex. They're not gangs.
There's no evidence of gangs in Warwickshire and that the perpetrators are mainly white male. And I think that we are a mainly white county in percentage terms. If 1 in 20 children are being abused, those children will be predominantly white, and therefore their abusers, 90% who are known to them, will also be predominantly white. And I think there's a real danger of politicizing this by accusing a particular race of doing things when actually that becomes almost like an excuse to excuse rather than saying we need to be completely.
Yeah, and this is reposted by Tommy Robinson.
I love Tommy Robinson. An excuse to excuse. Wait, so if my math is mathing here, she's saying that because white people are dominant in her county districts, whatever she said.
Yeah,
that they must be the grapists. They must be the grapists.
Well, and yeah, she's saying just because. So let's just grant her all of what she just said.
Sure.
Let's say most rapes that happen in the county or whatever are white, from white people. Okay. What about the immigrants? Is there an overrepresentation in the data? If the population of immigrants there are 10% and they cover 30 or 40% of the rapes, maybe that's some evidence of grooming or rape gangs.
Maybe.
What do you think?
Maybe it could be. I think we need to look into it a little further. Yeah. Just to make sure white men aren't to blame for it. I mean, we have to be 100% sure now. Yeah. Because as we know, white men are responsible for since the year 6000 BC, pretty much. Yeah.
She's presenting something as true, but even if it is, it doesn't follow. Her conclusion doesn't follow from the truth of this factoid.
No, she wants it to follow, though.
Yeah.
As you can see, she's hoping that you won't look into it. Now, this next one I got up here, Alex, this is a throwback video that I want to play you since we're going to be talking about our wonderful friend, Dr. Anthony Fauci today. We're going to take a look back at some of a golden moment, if you will, during the COVID era, as they were calling people like me and you cultists because we like to wear dadgum patriot hats. Let's look at the people who call us cultists.
This deserves a full screen.
Dr. Fauci, give us vaccines. Help all the people who have been quarantined. We'll wear our masks.
Oh my goodness.
Stay distant. We'll wash our hands and we'll be more resistant. Fauci, yes? Promise us, please.
Oh boy.
We'll have a cure that can fight off this disease.
Pretty catchy, dude.
Some ease. Dr. Fauci, don't forget me.
You know what song that is, right? You've seen.
No, what is it? What is it?
Oh, dude, can we play it without getting booted?
No, don't do it.
Copyright.
We're gonna get copyright for that.
It's called Mr. Sandman. Mr. Sandman, give me a dream.
I don't know if I've heard it.
It's famous if you've ever watched. Well, you probably haven't. The Halloween horror scary movies.
I've
Halloween,
seen those.
Yeah.
I was young though.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he jacked that song and turned it into Fauci.
That's hilarious.
Give
that was
me
awesome,
vaccine. Bum, bum, bum.
If I didn't know he was serious, it would be really funny.
We know he is dead serious. He sleeps with him and James Tallarico have the bobbleheads, the Dr. Anthony Fauci bobblehead.
Yeah, I've seen a couple posts about that.
Yeah, I don't know if we can share that one. What do you got? What do you got next for us, Alex? You got something queued up?
We got. Oh, sorry, I had to remove your screen. There we go. We know technology over here. What are we talking about?
By the way, hold on. If six of y'all watching here on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. Share the show with everybody you've ever met in your entire life, and subscribe to our YouTube channels if you are not already. Get us going in the algorithm so we can get some callers. Again, the link is pinned in the show description. If you want to roast affluent white female liberals with us, feel free. Again, there is the link on the screen for you.
Right there.
Just jump on that. Anyways, okay. Moving on.
All right. So as you know, Jeremiah, black people can't swim. But it's not racist. Wait. I promise it's not racist.
And I know at least one black person who can swim.
It's actually white people's fault.
Oh, yeah. I did not know that.
You didn't know that? No. Well, you're about to get educated today.
Yeah. All right.
Are white Black people can't swim. Have you ever heard someone say that? Or wondered where that idea came from? Is it even true? No.
Should have just cut her off right there.
So
Wait, so it's not true. It's not true. Remember that.
Someone should edit this video and be like, look at this racist white lady where she just says black people can't swim and then just cut the video.
where did it come from? History. For generations.
It's not true. But it is history.
But it is history. Generations.
Black Americans were denied access to many public pools, swimming lessons, and opportunities to learn water safety. This was never about biology. It's about access.
I don't think the argument's biology, lady.
I don't think the argument was ever biology, lady. First of all, no, please go on. Let her go on.
Yeah.
And when we ignore that history, we don't just get the past wrong. We make it easier to explain away families' grief instead of meeting it with empathy. Because when we know the truth, it's a little harder to dismiss someone's loss.
First of all,
I didn't hear any kids.
No one's
in the
dismissing.
background.
Like when a black person drowns, like I don't personally know anybody who's like, well, whatever, cool. Like no, like
if they were white, that wouldn't have happened, you know?
Right? Exactly. No one says that. No one's dismissing the loss of life. Like she just made that up, just like she made up that entire history lesson. Because I'm pretty sure if you didn't have access to a public pool, you probably have access to a lake, an ocean, a river. Plenty of places anybody can just go and swim, unless somehow white people were patrolling every water source in America, making sure black people weren't swimming anywhere.
And I'm pretty sure it's just American blacks, right? Is that a worldwide phenomenon?
To be honest with you, I don't know. And there was some black people that I knew in high school that just didn't like to swim. Period. Like they just didn't like it. Like it's possible.
Jeremiah,
go ahead.
My mom dated a black dude who went to college, got a scholarship for swimming. All right.
Okay. Well, no one learned to swim until swimming pools existed. Obviously,
this is true, crinkled hands.
This is crinkle hands with the fact check. You're right, man. You're right. What am I thinking? What was I thinking? This next one, oh boy. I think I'm pretty sure this next one I got to share with you, buddy, is another one of these. Jesus may have been supportive of people's sins. I think here. Let's listen to this MSNBC, C standing for crap, news reporter.
On and suggest to President Trump and Mike Johnson and Senator Blackburn and others who are relying on the words of their Christ and their Jesus they celebrate today to condemn Joe Biden, to suggest to them that.
I want you to notice that he said their Christ, not his.
Actually, the Jesus they celebrate today would be inclusive of the transgendered community and would be supportive of the transgendered community and command all Christians, including Donald Trump, Mike Johnson, and others who celebrate today, that in fact they should love the transgendered community as they love their own God. I am not sure the theology upon which they rely to criticize Joe Biden.
That was an interesting way of putting that.
Right. First of all, he said he would demand Christians be accepting of transgender people.
Which God makes demands, but not in that category. On that side of the aisle there.
That was a pretty bold assumption there, Cotton.
But did you hear? Did you hear at the end too? He said that he would demand Christians love the LGBT or the transgender community just as they love their God. That's not what Christ says.
That's not what Christ says at all.
Love your neighbor as yourself, but you don't love anyone else as much as you love God. That's idolatry.
That is quite idolatry. So the theology where we get that, good sir, is the Bible.
Someone tell him his teleprompter is lying to him.
His teleprompter is clearly lying to him. And the theology isn't that we hate transgender people, but we're not going to be like, hey, you can go ahead and be transgender. That is the main categorical difference there. Okay. We're not saying we want to, beat up and flog transgender people.
Sorry.
Yet. Yet. Unless you touch children, in which case you should be flogged indefinitely.
Extremely. Publicly.
But no, Jesus would, I think anybody who has actually picked up the Bible and read it, Jesus frequently says, go and sin no more. Frequently. I mean, that's like a thing of his.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Another video that fits perfectly under this awful label. Look, it's not just white liberal woman, but it's its own genre at this point. But white liberal women still dominate. Okay,
for sure. But we also have to clarify, right, that for those of you watching, when we show men who are liberal, you have to understand they are also liberal women. That's so. In essence, we are roasting white liberal women when we're roasting white liberal men.
Amen. And this is, I think, both of those things. None of those things. I don't know. You tell me.
Let's just say somebody who has raped a woman.
It's our boy.
Would you like them to be out in the street?
I think my answer is yes, even though that's a challenging answer to say.
So if you got raped, would you like your rapist to be out in the street?
Well, like, let me finish. Because I have raped, and they are out in the street. And I'm not sure, like, them going to jail is a solution to like whatever's going on inside their heart, or even my own heart that like contributed to that experience that I'm having. And I don't want more people to get raped, but I don't know for certain that going into a jail in the United States is going to shift anything inside of their like operating system so that they'll make a different choice again.
Wow, well, thank you guys so much for your time. And
wow is right.
Communism or freeing the people inside the prisons.
Just like free yourself from the own prison in your heart, and then maybe
let's just.
I see an Adam's apple. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I think that trauma you had early in life is directly affecting who you are as a person. She's literally saying depends on the color of the grapist. I mean, basically, that's
help it. All right.
I don't want more grapes to happen, but I don't want anyone to go to jail for it. That logic doesn't logic. A does not equal not A.
He can't help it. He's not locking him up's not going to stop him. So just let him do it.
Right. So he can do it to more people. And because I don't like did we make the argument? Did you make the argument on this show? Like the whole point, or was I listening to somebody else? It's like, it's not necessarily rehabilitation. It's to take these people off the streets, regardless of whether they get rehabilitated or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're referencing, but they are like part of the reason of a prison is to take them off the street and stop them from reoffending.
Crinkle hands.
And it's punitive. It's supposed to be punitive. Honestly, the entire reason people say that prisons shouldn't be punitive are because of people like Neil deGrasse Tyson presenting a worldview of brain fart here, determinism, hard determinism. And so they take away. So determinism is when everything can be explained by a prior event, and there's basically no free will as you normally would understand the term.
Okay.
And because of that, if there's no free will in the ordinary sense, how can there be any moral responsibility, Jeremiah?
Oh, I guess there wouldn't be any moral.
We just need to reorganize your inputs, educate you, and you'll stop raping.
I see.
Yeah.
That is probably
there's no punishment. It's just rehabilitation.
Yeah. So Neil deGrasse Tyson, as smart as he is really retarded.
yeah. Good way to put it.
Crinkle hands. What she just did was make grapers think they have a chance to get away now. Well, yeah, she just like literally on TV with Nick Shirley, who has millions of followers, just give an open invitation. Like, that's terrible. That's terrible.
I
That's
didn't even think about that. But
Yeah.
there's now incentive.
Yeah, lady, what are you doing? Like, don't
Lady?
say that stuff publicly. Well, okay, man, don't say that stuff publicly, bro. Don't say that stuff publicly, bro. Okay, I got another throwback video for you, and then we can jump into
this will be the last one there.
This will be the last one.
Perfect.
I have so much more. Like I have ammo for weeks now. Hopefully, you do too.
I don't. You'll beat me. So
okay. But this throwback video might be, regardless of how you feel about Alex Jones right now, because I know he's a little off the deep end. But he has the greatest COVID video, I think, of all time. You guys be the judge. You tell me, is this one of the greatest COVID videos that you've ever seen? Why can't I add it to the stage? Oh, you got to remove. There we go. Remove that. There. Okay, you guys be the judge. I thought this was an amazing. I'll just play it because I can't do this justice.
I'll admit it. I will eat my neighbors. I'm not letting my kids die. I'm just gonna be honest. My superpower is being honest. I've extrapolated this out, and I won't have to for a few years since I got food and stuff. But I'm literally looking at my neighbors now and going, I'm ready to hang them up, and gut them, and skin them, and chop them up. You know what? I'm ready. My daughters aren't starving to death. I'll eat my neighbors. See, my superpower is being honest. I'll eat your ass. I will. I'm combat.
You ever see the song they made out of this?
No, I haven't.
Probably the leader.
I don't even care if we get copyrighted for it.
Yet, because I'm somebody that thought I could fix this, and I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors. You think I like sizing up my neighbor, how I'm going to haul him up by a chain and chop his ass up? I'll do it.
I'll do it.
My children aren't going hungry.
I believe him.
I will eat your ass. That's why I want the globalists to know. I will eat your ass first.
I believe him, Alex. I believe him. He will eat you.
You have to hear this, dude. We'll play it for like 30 seconds.
All right.
I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. Your leftist ass like.
All right, you get the concept.
Yeah. That's good.
That's good. Man.
The video audio was low. Darn it. I should have turned it up. That is my fault. Human food fight. Oh boy. Can you imagine that food fight? Get a little bit of Tommy's eyeball.
All right. So transitioning a little bit here. Anthony, I plead the fifth, Fauci, addressed Congress today. He testified in front of Congress, or he was supposed to at least.
Yesterday.
Got my times mixed up. Obviously everybody's seen a bunch of the clips. We're going to play a bunch of them here. We can't play obviously every single one of them, but real quick, I did want to say the reason he showed up and actually had to answer and say would like 113 times they were saying he said it, is because it would be contempt if he did not say anything, if he didn't answer.
So that's why he had to open his mouth and say words.
Yep, and he had to acknowledge their requests. He had to play game. But his answer could be the Fifth Amendment. At least that's what him and his lawyer are going to argue. And we'll get into it. There's a lot going on here. I'm going to play some videos for context. We'll dive right in. First video.
Pardon me while I die.
Gotta mute that, dog.
Oh, my bad. First of all, hold on. Before you jump into that, 10 of you watching, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Get us in that algorithm. This is a call-in show. Real quick, there is the link. Call in, give us your opinions. We're about to dive in on Anthony Fauci.
Yeah, and hopefully Jeremiah doesn't choke in the process.
Okay, I think I'm good. So what's first on the docket here? We got Alex is probably I'm going to give you a little inside baseball here, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Alex has 3 kids, and they don't want to go to bed during the live stream. So I told Alex maybe we should just let them be on the live stream with us, roasting affluent white female liberals. I think that would make for insanely good television. Let me know in the chat if you think if you think that you should let the family involved. This should really, when we're doing that segment, it's really a family affair. Gather around the TV, get some popcorn, get some hot cocoa. Well, it's summertime. No hot cocoa there. But I think the chat is going to agree with me, Alex. I think your kids should just join the show.
Yeah, I might chain them up. Someone gave me some good advice sometime and said just chain them up, and I was like, why didn't I think of that? All right, well, this is Dr. Anthony Fauci testifying before Congress.
Give a threat the car, but you can't remember anything else that day.
I probably geeked up.
Geeked up when, now or then?
I don't do drugs now.
Okay, so how is it today? You can remember that you gave threat the car, but you can't remember anything else you did back in January 2015.
I don't recall.
Okay, so now you don't recall that threat?
That was okay. I see what you did there.
All right. That's
Milo. Iced coffee. Not sure I understand your chat there. Both. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that was good, Alex. That was good. That was basically Anthony Fauci's testimony.
Basically, he was just a gangster the whole time and said, "I don't know nothing about nothing."
He is. I mean, he does kind of talk like a New York gangster. If you've watched him long enough. Like, I feel like he is the villain in the next Godfather movie.
All right, so I'm just skimming through a video real quick. I'm going to pull it up because it's long. It's 3 minutes. We don't need to watch the whole thing. But
look how guilty he just looks sitting there. Look how guilty his ass.
Yeah. No, he was trembling. I mean, obviously, this dude's scared. But his lawyer sitting there was told not to sit there. And Rand Paul didn't like that he was just in his face. And look, as you can see, he's attempting to talk for him and all of this, and Rand Paul was not having it. Let's check this out.
Recognize, sir. Security, please remove him from the room.
The one lone guy who claps at the very end.
That would be me in the courtroom.
Oh, we stopped? Oh, okay.
All right, he's not going to say anything here. So I skipped ahead a little bit, but the gist of it is he brought his lawyer. His lawyer got basically kicked out, told to sit back 2 rows. And now Fauci has to face this on his own. But he doesn't really say anything. He just hits us with a bunch of, I plead the fifth, I plead the fifth. So it turns into Congress just roasting him. And we're going to play a bunch of those roasts because honestly, we want to see justice. But those were some good roasts, right, Jeremiah? You saw a bunch of them.
I did see quite a bit of them. And we can, once you go through the roasts here, we can kind of, first of all, I want to know from the chat, do you think that any accountability will come against Fauci moving forward after this hearing? Do you think congressional hearings are enough? Do you like congressional hearings? I don't know. Let us know your thoughts in the chat.
And yes, Ohio Patriot, 100% agree. We don't want roast. We want prosecution. And I say they're roast because they are, but they are hard hitting, and it's true things that are being said, and you're still confronting someone, even though the magnitude of what he did, I don't even think America can fathom. Yeah. But there's like at least confronting him is something. It's a first step, and I hope there's many more steps to come. All right, so this is Senator Hawley. I forget what state he represents, but here we go. He's a beast.
He says honesty like taking the fifth, huh, Doc? Let's try something. What day of the week is it today?
These are the answers we got.
Counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color tie are you wearing?
He has to answer.
I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
If you refuse to answer, you can be held in contempt right there.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment.
He did this all day. This is all we got.
Let's just get one thing straight. You don't have any rights under the Fifth Amendment because you've been pardoned, as you very well know.
Yep.
Which Rand Paul kind of retracted this and said, we need to question this. So they're going to see what they can do about it, but I don't know if it's true because I heard them say this over and over again. But at the end, Rand Paul said, we're looking into it and we're asking that question. And that's all he said.
Yeah. Holly, Missouri. Thanks, Ohio Patriot. Yeah, you are correct. They did walk that back because they're looking at did the auto pen, is that something that we can, I don't know, appeal to the Supreme Court for and be like, hey, this is buckus, this is bogus, like this, it doesn't matter. Or
I have a video about
does that only apply to things he did in the past? Can we nail him on something moving forward? Maybe
I don't, because they're saying under the Fifth Amendment, once you're pardoned, you have to talk. But I think that's a case by case basis. Like, I'm pretty sure that's like a deal.
Yeah, I think
not a.
I don't know.
I don't think that's a stipulation of a pardon.
Yeah, I don't know of any other parallels in American history to this. What's happening?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely crazy. But I want to play the rest of this because Hawley kind of digs into him here after he was playing with his food a little bit. But I mean, it is powerful to hear this stuff. And I'm glad we have senators who will ask these questions because I didn't include them in here because there were just too many clips. But the Democrats didn't ask any serious question whatsoever.
As the Supreme Court has been clear for a century and more, Brown versus Walker, 1896, when he has been pardoned, he may not stand upon his privilege. You know that. Your lawyers sitting behind you now shifting nervously in their chairs. They know it. This isn't about the Constitution. This isn't about the law. This is about contempt. Contempt for this body and contempt for the American people. But I think I know why you're doing it. It's because you don't want to answer questions. It's because you did all kinds of terrible things. It's because during the pandemic, you got rich, didn't you? You got rich. While people were dying, hundreds of thousands of Americans, over 1 million in the end, and you were getting rich. And not only were you doing that, you were using federal employees with taxpayer money to apply for and solicit cash prizes for you personally, cash prizes totaling over $1 million. You did all of that during the pandemic, didn't you? That's a question.
I respectfully decline.
Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah. I guess the one important thing, if you want to look at some positives from this, is that no matter how many years go by, we cannot let that year of 2020 die. Like, it has to be remembered for the egregious, awful nonsense that it was. Milo, yes, what a wormy weasel indeed. Ohio Patriot, they do need to go to the Supreme Court about pardons. I don't know how that's challenged. I mean, this is all new to me. I do know that I will tell you that congressional hearings, for the most part, and I don't know how many more clips you got to play, Alex, but I do know most of them are a giant waste of time. The only time you see accountability, it seems, is with some kind of SA crime. And out of the ethics committee, and you'll see people resign. Like, not even when it comes to SA cases do you see many prosecutions. You see a lot of resignations, though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like the self-governing thing.
Yeah. Can we at least take his medical license? Can we at least just strip that man from practicing medicine ever again?
Yeah, I don't know what we can do, but he's got this crazy blanket pardon, so who knows? Now there is another crime that he was accused of. Rand Paul accused him of committing a crime, pleading the fifth after a pardon. We just covered that, but then also for destroying federal records. Now, he says he has proof of this, and we're going to play a video. It's about 47 seconds long here as I pull it up.
You can't have it both ways. Your conduct concerning federal records raises further questions. It is a crime to destroy federal records. Yet our investigation reveals your assistant diligently reported that she deleted tons of emails. In 2024, you testified that you did not delete federal records. Who's telling the truth? You or your assistant? The committee has obtained repeated instructions from you telling federal officials to delete communications. On February 2nd, 2020, one day after Origin's call, you told Francis Collins, please delete this email after you read it. The committee asked for your
says every innocent person ever.
Your appearance had
You don't do that? I do that all the time.
Yeah, and then I call you and I say, did you delete it?
You do. When I send you the show notes, I'm like, please delete this after you review the notes. So we can be like, we're winging it every show, unscripted.
Yeah. I don't want to actually remember any of the emails I sent.
Penny Hartleben, Trump pled the fifth GTFO. I'm unaware of a congressional hearing that Trump was sitting in front of.
It was a civil case.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. With the Gene.
Something about business practices. I don't know. This is the talking point that they're starting to use. I've seen it a bunch on X recently. And yes, there's nothing wrong with actually pleading the fifth. The problem is he had a pardon, and this isn't a civil or criminal case. You're in front of Congress. This
right.
is different.
It's different, as Leah is giving us some fact check bombs here. Committees may move to hold a witness in contempt of Congress if they refuse to answer questions based on a contested Fifth Amendment claim. They should have immediately held him in contempt. Agreed, if that's true, which I have no reason to doubt you. If a contempt citation moves forward, the actual legitimacy of invoking the Fifth Amendment post-pardon would ultimately have to be tested and settled in federal court. That is what they're lacking, precedent. Okay, so we need to set the precedent, is what it sounds like. It sounds like a precedent needs to be set. Do we have a federal court?
Nobody's invoked the fifth during a congressional hearing?
No, they have. They have, yes. She's saying the legitimacy of invoking it post-pardon would have to be tested. And she's also saying...
okay. Because that's never been done before.
Yes.
That makes sense. So nobody's invoked to the fifth after a pardon.
Correct.
In a congressional hearing.
Correct. Yes.
That makes sense.
So yeah, this needs, do we even, Alex, do you think we have the Supreme Court, if this were to go to the Supreme Court, let's say they, I don't know, you drag them back out there, you hold them in contempt, make this whole thing a mess, take it to court. Would the Supreme Court side with the pardon and be like, well, he can invoke his Fifth Amendment, he's free to go? Or do you think they would force him to talk?
I mean, I don't even know how you can force somebody to talk. Well, you just threatened infinite jail time. I don't think that's legal.
Yeah.
Some jail time, sure. But I mean, you think he's going to give up? If the allegations are true, you think he's going to give that up over a few years in prison?
That's a good question, man. That's a really good question. But apparently it is still possible. Okay, so I think Rand Paul's discussing with his committee, according to Ohio Patriot, to file contempt charges. Do it. Like, we need to set the precedent. Yeah, we need to set the precedent. Go ahead and keep on rolling.
Yes, sir. All right, so now we have Senator Moreno, who also
my guy. That's my senator.
Yeah,
let's go.
I wish I had cool senators.
Yeah, your senators just suck, man.
Oh, you should see my mayor.
Oh, I can't even. Do innocent people plead the fifth? It depends. Yeah, they do.
Be careful. Don't use an argument that'll backfire on you, because innocent people do plead the fifth. And in fact, I would recommend in some circumstances doing that for your own safety. Like, it depends on the situation. Generally speaking, I'm going to talk to cops and help them if they ask me questions. But if I sense they're accusing me of a crime, especially a wild one, I don't think it's smart to talk. Why incriminate yourself, right?
Right. Especially if it's like a hard-nosed prosecutor or like a super good lawyer for the prosecution that can make you look guilty even though you're not. Like, you got to take a lot of things into consideration.
And irregardless of if you want to talk about the Fifth Amendment, if you think Dr. Fauci is innocent, you are retarded. Thank you.
That's also true. Also that true. But hey, feel free to call in with your opinions, folks. The link is pinned in the comments. Another problem. Yeah, how can you be pardoned before charging him? This has never been done before, to my knowledge. That should be challenged. But anyway, let's hear what Bernie's got to say.
Yeah. It was about 6 years ago today that I decided I'm going to give up my businesses, sell them all, run for office, run for the United States Senate. Here I am sitting in front of you 6 years later saying, who the do you think you were?
Oh, jeez.
This one went viral.
It is a total disgrace what you did to this country. And if my Democrat colleagues are standing there defending you, I hope the voters of the United States of America watch the clips of every one of you doting on a guy who was more interested in being a
Sexiest man
celebrity
alive.
than saving American people. I will make it my mission to make certain that every single one of those Democrats who did that will see that clip over and over and over again. Because there is no defense of what you did. You may have had a 50-plus year legacy of public service.
That's what's sad.
But it ends in total.
You see how angry Fauci looks right now?
Disgrace.
Mm-hmm. Like, Fauci's body language says everything. Like, if he was in 1930s Germany working for the Nazis, can you imagine the horror that man would have put upon the Jewish people? Like, that's the type of guy he is, man.
The thing about guys like Moreno, Senator Moreno, is you can tell, like, that's his whole story. What this man did to America is what made him, this is full circle for him, is what made him get into politics. And then now it's judgment day for Fauci, in a sense, from at least in Moreno's point of view. And he gets to confront the man that made him angry enough and hurt enough people for him to get involved in politics and try to bring a change here. So I appreciate him. He also says right here, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I say that. Like, you can just generally tell this guy is actually affected by this. And it's not just a show for Congress so he can get clips for Facebook. This is what he cares about.
Excellent. Senator Moreno, why do you suspect Fauci's pleading the fifth after testifying 200 plus times before?
Because he's a piece of shit.
I mean, hey, at least no spin. You won't get spin on this show. You won't get spin from Bernie Moreno. I did not mean for that to rhyme either, but it did. And I feel good about it.
Oh, man. All right. Now, this. Oh, man. We'll share at least a portion of this. I do have it here on the docket.
All right.
Just the first part.
Is this cringe? Is this what's going on here?
Do you think James Tallarico still plays with this Fauci action figure? This is James Tallarico, December 25th, 2021. I got the coolest looking action figure for Christmas. Thank you to all the healthcare superheroes working today. Let's help try getting vaccinated and boosted with a Christmas tree and a needle. What the heck?
How many boosters do you think Tallarico is taking? Do you think he gets boosted every 6 months?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now, if you want to laugh, we're not sharing it here, but go look at some of the top comments on this Brendan Gill post.
The number one comment on that is too disgusting. It's funny, but it's disgusting. We can't show it on the show. It's rough. But go find that post and look at that first comment.
So we already talked about Rand Paul. He does think he went on a few shows after. I'm not going to play them here, but like he went on Benny Johnson and a couple other shows, and he says he does believe that he has grounds to hold Fauci in contempt. This is after the hearing, same day yesterday, just after the hearing. Then the Florida Attorney General, I don't have his name here, I forget, but he's a popular guy, and he's the only Attorney General stateside to also launch an investigation. So he's standing with Rand Paul. He's trying to help them, although I think they have to be separate investigations because it's state and federal.
Right.
But
if he
have
could
a
get
video. Oh, go ahead.
If he could get tried in a state court, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome. I don't know if a federal pardon works, since I don't know how federal pardons work too much, but
Yeah, that's an interesting.
Oh man, you're getting called
Can
out.
you
Hold
be-
on. You're getting called out, Alex. Who uses light mode, you monster?
I don't know. It's on my computer, bro. Everything's light mode. OBS isn't light mode. It's dark mode on OBS. But yeah, everything else. StreamYard, Docs,
Amy
and Twitter.
Acton. Listen, crinkle hands. What do you think I think of Amy Acton? I'm waiting for we get closer to election season here, probably September, October. I'm sure she will be featured in our beginning segment of roasting white liberal women. She is. I wouldn't say she's the female Dr. Fauci, but she is Lockdown Amy. That's what her nickname is, because she had the exact same power over our governor. She's a terrible human being, but a lot of questions about Vivek as well.
Fun stuff, man. Midterms and stuff. Go gamble on insert ad here. In case anybody wants to sponsor us. Anyway, this is Trump. Some unfortunate news, but Trump is not going to be pursuing. Well, I'll let him speak for himself here.
Well, the only thing you can really think about is the auto pen, because the most powerful thing a president has, they say, is the power of pardon. So he was pardoned by Biden, and I respect that. I know how powerful it is. It's a very powerful. They say it's literally the most powerful thing a president has. Now, whether or not I sign my things directly, almost everything I sign directly. You're witness to many of them. He signed very few. The only thing I know that he signed was Hunter Biden's pardon, but I'm not sure that he signed. He probably didn't sign this one. So I can't tell you what the law is. I've heard that you have to have a lot of proof. You need to have letters. You need to have all sorts of things that the person operating the auto pen has to know exactly what it's all about. He didn't know what it was about because I saw him testify. So maybe there's something on the auto pen. Other than that, the power of pardon is very powerful.
Which is basically when we wrote the Constitution, did we give that power? Is that a power that they should even have, to just pardon whoever they want, whenever they want, however they want, for whatever it is that they did?
I think this just happens over time. Honestly, I'm convinced more and more you'll hear quotes. Who said, "Here's a republic if you can keep it"?
Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin. Okay. What are some other quotes like that? You know, any off the top of your head? There's a bunch, right? Like, this will only work for immoral people,
religious people. You have John Jay, who said this will work because we share the same culture and the same religion. I mean,
and I think as you start to see the moral fabric of our nation break, you start to see our systems break, because we don't hold the systems like. And I'm not saying this specifically about Trump. I'm just saying in general, everybody. This is the reality of America.
Right. Right.
We are breaking our systems. We're breaking them at the seams. We're trying to see the limits here, and I think that's kind of a natural thing of systems in general. But we don't really share that same culture that we once did. So.
No, we don't. And it's very, very unfortunate. Folks, if you have any opinion on the Fauci stuff and you want to let us know, give a call in. There is the link on the screen. It's also pinned to our chats. We'd be more than happy to bring you up for a few minutes and grab your opinion. Friend or foe, we will take whoever. If you're watching, kindly hit that thumbs up button. Let's get this algorithm going. Alex, I think you should jump to the second hot story that has been going around thanks to Candace Owens and company, feuding the feuding right over a new video that was leaked, not supposed to be seen by the general public, if you will, about the Charlie Kirk assassin, if you believe he is the Charlie Kirk assassin. Tyler Robinson, did he do it? Did he not? The conspiracy flames keep getting fueled, Alex. What do you think?
Jeremiah, the thing is, you just
What's wrong with you, Mom?
What's wrong with you, Mom?
Touche,
You can't ask those
Candace.
questions. Only Candace gets to ask questions.
Only Candace. That's right. I'm sorry, Candace. Don't come at me in your show. Okay. Even though we are the #1 political commentary show on Thursdays. I know you're watching, Candace. I know you're watching. Don't come at me.
I'll tell you what, Jeremiah. I want this to be looked into, and I want to see the full thing and where this came from. I'll tell you that much, but let's watch it real quick before we talk.
Okay. So, there is no audio to this video.
Okay.
Okay.
And she's recording with her phone on
Now,
like
what
a
happens
laptop
next
screen.
Is exactly as my source stipulated. Our rooftop guy begins a tactical crawl. It's actually known in the military as a lateral crawl. Let's watch that. There he goes. And I actually do want to show you side by side so you can actually see a real military man do that.
A real military man.
Real as opposed to those fake military men.
Side by side clip. Here we go. That general action right there is known as a lateral crawl. Now, you may have noted, if you're just looking at your eyes, some sort of a flash.
You're just looking at your eyes.
We're going to show you slow down. Discuss this. We've gone back and forth here. What is that? Is he pulling something out?
Yeah, so I have no idea. Like, honestly,
on, Alex.
both sides are doing this.
I do have, yes, they are, but I do have more video of this tactical army crawl, my friend. Do you have? I have.
Is it right here?
Oh no, sir. No, sir.
No.
There.
I have more video of this.
Yeah, pull it up.
Of this tactical army crawl. Oop.
All right, you pull it up.
Check this out, bro.
I'm a mom now. And the most thing is that I'm helping.
Look at that. That's a real military man.
He was trained by a Navy SEAL. I don't know if you knew that.
That's actually Jeremiah's kid.
I mean,
Jeremiah keeps talking about the apocalypse.
It's uncanny, bro. It's uncanny.
Teaching his kid lateral crawls.
That kid was trained, highly trained.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I really don't think that. I don't know. I want this investigated. Why are we getting this from Candace? Why is she allowed to leak stuff like this if this is actually legit information?
Correct.
You can't just leak stuff in an active case.
He's right. Well, no one's disputed that it's not legit. So I think we can go ahead and assume it's legit. So let's assume that this is a legit video because no one's disputing that, it seems. But I've heard crazy things, Alex. I've heard, first of all, welcome, Wadney? Hey, thanks for watching, brother. Yes, I can't believe she has that many followers. You are correct. Kindly hit that thumbs up button for your boys while you're here. But look, they're saying that I can tell this isn't Tyler Robinson. They're looking at this video. People like Candace Owens, Alex Jones, I love him, but he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs on this. He says, I can tell that's not Tyler Robinson. How can anyone look at that video and be like, well, yeah, that clearly is not Tyler? Like, are you watching the same dark stick figure run across the thing that I am?
Yeah.
Like, what? You can't see who it is at all.
No,
like, it may be, it may not be, but you can't say definitively that's not Tyler Robinson. How do you know?
Yeah, you can't even see if he has a dysgenic shaped head or not in this.
Right. That's just insane to me. That's insane to me. So I don't know, man. I think Crinkle Hands is right. She's a tabloid at this point. But so many people have bought into it. That's the
She's
problem.
making her great escape. You've seen that she's raising a bunch of money for some lawsuits.
Is she really?
She's really selling t-shirts. She's pulling out the buy my t-shirt, support my lawsuit. It's probably gonna be like a $60 t-shirt, right? Because it's more about supporting the lawsuit. She said her lawyers told her $5 to $10 million she should be prepared to spend.
Wow.
defending all of these lawsuits.
That's good. I hope more of them come at her. But the problem isn't just her. It's that everybody else who's bought into this, right? So Andrew Wilson, who, if you have not been following Andrew Wilson ripping these people to shreds, it's been glorious to watch. Because Andrew Wilson is one of the best debaters of our lifetime. And the fact that he got involved in this fight is great. But he made a good point. He said, after Charlie's death, like after Trump's election and Charlie's death, like we as a country, as conservative, as a groups of conservatives, despite our differences, were united in this fight. And now we are fighting some of the most stupid topics, like dividing over this and risking the future of this country over some Charlie Kirk conspiracy nonsense. Is just asinine, and he's absolutely correct about that.
Absolutely, 100%. And that has been our segment on Crazy Candace, which we've done quite a few Crazy Candace segments.
Well, she's given us quite a few things to work with here. Alex, now,
do you have any more videos on that?
Well, I got Steven Crowder roasting Candace Owens, but it's pretty much all the same stuff. He's got a guy on his show that used to be in the military, and he did a why you're wrong in 2 minutes and went for like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
it's not worth playing, but because it's basically a lot of the same stuff. Alex, I don't have any more videos of that, but I do have. Who knows how many I can get through, but I got about 15 to 20 headlines here, Alex. And
is it that time?
It's got to be that time because it's 10:50. We don't got too much show left over, so I think you know what time it is.
I do know what time it is.
Rapid fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our new segment, Rapid Fire, where I am going to pull up as many headlines as I possibly can in the next few minutes. And we are going to give a hot take on every single one of them. Ones that are worth getting to, but that we could not get to due to the length of our show. So let me go ahead and get us rolling with our first headline. Oh, come on, add to the stage. There we go. Tennessee representatives announced bill to ban forced abortions in surrogacy contracts. The proposal would protect surrogate mothers from losing compensation or facing enforcement actions for refusing an intended parent's demand to abort an unborn child. Alex, first of all, it is insanely egregious that if you are a surrogate, that they can force you to abort the baby in the first place.
I guess they can't force you, but they can fine you or take away proceeds if you don't comply, and probably sue you if they already gave you the money.
Well, yeah, and that's ridiculous. Like to give someone the power over life and death like that, like that's just it is egregious beyond egregiousness. So let's go, agreed. Tennessee. Let's get this bill to pass. Tennessee, do the right thing here. All right, next headline. Federal appeals court upholds ruling blocking Trump's order to create federal voter list. The U.S. Appellate Court on Saturday upheld a federal ruling that in nearly half of all states blocked President Trump's executive order to create a list of eligible voters and limit the delivery of mail ballots to that list. I think that is the final nail in the coffin, at least this year, to fight mail-in ballots. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think we still have a chance to fight mail-in ballots, or are we got to deal with them?
I've been seeing it ping pong back and forth. I'm not sure we're going to get this off the ground.
I'm not so sure either. Let's jump to my hometown where this news is hot. ICE plans to target Haitians as temporary protected status is set to end. Actually, it hasn't set to end. It is over, ladies and gentlemen. And I haven't had any updates, or I would have put the update to this news story. But ICE is in Ohio. They've opened up offices. The officers are ready to roll. Can we say bye-bye Haitian immigrants and freedom for Springfield.
350,000 would be a lot of numbers that Trump wants. He might just do it.
I think so. I think so. And this doesn't only target Haitians, folks. This is also targeting some
Syria.
Somalians. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, there were in Ohio, there were some Somali activists that were like, the few who are committing fraud don't represent all of us. But I noticed that these people, do you notice, Alex, that these people always attack the people calling out the fraud, but never the fraudsters in their own camp?
Yeah. Nick Shirley exposed that. Now it's obvious.
Too obvious. Let's jump to our next story. Some good news, kinda. You might be broke and gas is expensive, but hey, you probably have a job. U.S. filings for unemployment aid fall to 187,000 last week, the fewest since 1969. Is this a good news rebound for our economy, Alex? What do you think?
I think it's got a lot to do with those deportations, my friend. Those have real impact on the economy.
Yes, they do. And I think that could be good news for the midterms, but I have even better news for the midterms. Alex, Musk is going to donate at least $100 million to back Republicans in 8 states. That's just a guess. We don't know the real number, and we won't know until next January. Elon Musk has entered the fight. Does this change the midterm outcome?
I don't know if it changes the outcome, but it definitely helps. And Elon Musk he just needed to get back into business, get his affairs in order. And then he's like, oh yeah, I have to crush these crazy ass leftists. Let's get back in this fight. And I'm glad that he did.
Let's do it. This one's kind of funny, but you know that it's been kind of we've had some heat waves this summer, but it's so hot in Japan that they created a new word for it. Temperatures reaching 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So they call it kokoshobi, meaning cruel heat day. Alex, do we need new words to describe the summer heat?
Nah, I think that's weak.
Not a fan.
No.
Okay.
Shut up.
Well,
Stop complaining. We're all hot and sweaty. You probably work in an office. The people who made that word work in an office with AC. And they're just like, it's so hot when I walk from my office to my car every day.
Okay. All right. So Alex, not a fan of the new words. Chat, are you a fan of creating new words for how hot it is? Or tell us, chat, are you a fan of poop shoes? People can't stop talking about these toilet shoes. Alex, these are shoes that you wear. They're like platform shoes. Basically, if you can see this video here, I'll full size it. See, you sit on the toilet with these platform shoes on. It helps you get in the correct position to poop.
Yeah, well, my wife's not tall enough to sit on the toilet properly, so this will probably help her.
All right. Don't share this episode with your wife. Next headline, alarming study finds abortion-inducing drugs in drinking water of 3 U.S. cities. Bro, we are drinking
wild.
Abortion drugs.
How does that happen? I don't understand.
Researchers said
how do those two things get mixed?
Oh, what, are drinking water and abortion drugs? Well, it's from flushing the drugs down the toilet.
What? How many Plan B pills? Yo, how many girls are out there scheming? Their dude's like, yo, take this pill. And she's like, yeah, sure thing. And she's in the thrusting it down the toilet. That's wild.
It is wild, bro. It is.
Those things aren't cheap. They're $50 a piece.
Yeah, and so is this going to cause? Here's the real question:
Get rid of it.
Is this going to cause? Is this going to cause our drinking water to unintentionally give women abortions?
No, that is actually very sad and wild. This is kind of funny. Will my Brita get rid of it? I don't know. I'm not a chemist.
No. You need to get yourself an Epic water filter. That stuff takes the fluoride out. It takes like 99% of the junk out. Get yourself an Epic water filter. It actually might.
Not sponsored by RFK, but might be.
Hey, we'll accept the sponsorship too. Next headline, Trump admin announces overhaul of the asylum system. Asylum claims have become one of the most prominent ways for illegal immigrants to secure some form of legal status. Trump is revamping it to make it harder for them. I say, let's get rid of asylum status altogether. That's what I say.
We didn't get to the story today. We probably won't. But if you haven't been watching the videos on X of Spain getting absolutely invaded by Morocco migrants, you have like watch that video, then come back and say Trump shouldn't do this. All right, we do not need incentives for illegals to cross. Spain is literally going through it right now.
All right, last headline for you, and I thought this one was absolutely hilarious. New York rent stabilization gives biggest breaks to wealthy tenants with the right leases. Wall Street Journal finds. So this idiot communist socialist is ran his whole campaign on helping poor people with socialism. And it turns out he's only helping the wealthy people in New York.
It makes sense disproportionately, right? If it's a blanket law and I'm paying 25 grand a month for rent and you were going to raise it to 28 grand next year, well, you just saved me 36 grand. Thanks, Mom Donnie.
Thanks, Mom Donnie. You idiot. I just can't. And this last, I got to share one more headline. As Mom Donnie promises 30% grocery discount, survivors of communism warn of breadlines. He's opening up 5 grocery stores, and everybody who's ever been living in a communist system is like, this is not good. This is actually bad. So all you dumb Americans who voted for this are about to take the heat. Boy, New York is in trouble.
It also it does two things, right? One, it seems insanely not like it doesn't seem efficient to do it this way at all. Even if like to reach the intended goal, it's not very efficient. But also, you were just yelling at us for trying to take away soda from SNAP, and now you're literally going to choose what the poorer people can eat by giving them their only options.
Yep.
What is going on?
Robbing Peter to pay Paul, buddy. Like that's exactly what he's like. These you know, this is a failure of epic proportions across not just politics, but our public education system. Like every institution in New York has failed the people of New York. The voters, you name it, buddy. It's just
absolutely
6 of you watching. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Subscribe to our channels if you're not already. Welcome to the show. Terrible times, always in a good position to poop all. Me too, you know. But
yeah, I don't know. It's a weird. This is what he said before. The president doesn't need these. He's always in a perfect position to poop. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Maybe because he's so tall that he is squat.
Are you glazing the president, or are you hating on him? In either way, why this particular thing?
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, it's weird, but hey, I might get some poop shoes. You know, I don't know. And, I hear. Never mind. This is going to get too graphic. We won't talk about poop anymore.
Before we get into the X file, I do have to interrupt you because this is the most hilarious thing I saw today, and it needs to be shared with you. All right. So there's been an influencer. Oh, Joel, you're going to love this. Stay tuned. There's an influencer. Now, this is a story as old as time itself. Women selling sex appeal. Right? So
no way. Wait, women don't do that, Alex. Out of here. It's not a thing.
Well, certain conservative women who don't even maybe have any opinions, who use a lot of talking points, get a lot of attention selling this sex appeal. It's an old story, right? It's not new. And here we have a modern example. All right.
Okay. I didn't think any modern examples existed.
Omar as a congresswoman. I mean, she's literally a fraud. This is a person who came to the USA to corrupt its people and resources. She went from negative $65,000 to over $30 million and denies it. She denies it, and she blames it on an accounting error.
Not like that, said all the other conservative female commentators selling sex appeal. Look, it's not lost on me that this person is using it to sell OnlyFans. It's probably an AI script. Go in, talentless. There's nothing being contributed. There's nothing of value. I get it. Now do Fox News for several decades. Not all of them, some standouts. Now do most of the podcast space. Now do the whole TP.
All right. We get the thank you, Crowder, for
Thank you, Crowder.
thing. But the reason I played this is the context because
well,
this is, I love AI. Can I just say that?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Fauci, are you going to answer our questions today? On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based on my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution. Dr. Fauci.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh,
yeah.
It's funny.
We had to watch that.
It's funny because I can see him doing that. The way he talks about himself in his diary, like that is definitely something that he would do. Like, in fact, that's the position he's in when he's writing about. Well, they said I was the smartest scientist in America today. Like, that's the pose he's in when he's writing in his diary, for sure.
Man, that was good.
Williams, Trump is dying. Prove it. Think Debates, who are these fellows? Well, Think Debates, if you'd kindly hit that thumbs up and subscribe to our channels, you can get a good idea of who we are and what we do. We are live here. Folks, if you are just now tuning in, you are in luck because we are the #1 political commentary show that air on Thursday nights at 9:45-ish p.m., where one host has a library in the background and one host has an American flag in the background. I mean, it's science. I mean, it's math and science put together. It's just come and take our crown. Come and take our crown. I dare you. Alex, I see you got another video queued up here. What?
Well, this is sorry. I'm preparing.
Hey, I love it.
Your
man. I love
X-Files story.
I love it. You want me to jump in the X-Files before you play this?
Yes, because this is a follow-up on the X-Files. See, I've known about this for a while.
Okay, so you've known about this, and I have just come across it. But folks, it is that time.
Guys, hear something?
Yes, you did, my friend. This I found quite disturbing. I don't know how you didn't bring this up for an X-File. Like, as long as you've known about it, dude. This freaked me out. This X-File freaked me out. Let me get it pulled up here.
Dun dun dun. You know what? You know where?
Brian Johnson says he cloned himself as a newborn to grow organs. What, bro?
Okay.
What? Hold on. Let me get through this story and then we can jump into this. Okay. Entrepreneur. See, I was unfamiliar with Brian Johnson until this story. So when I came across this, I was like, what? Who is this guy? And how does he have money to create weird scientific experiments outside of the purview of the general science community? Anyway, he's taken a different approach to how he will manage his autoimmune disease, cloning himself. I just cloned myself as a newborn. Johnson, 48, wrote to his followers on X. He added that for now. Baby Brian, that just gives me chills, currently lives in a petri dish. In early July, Johnson announced he'd been diagnosed with gastritis. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe someone in the chat can help me out. An incurable they're going to tell us. An incurable condition in which the immune system attacks the stomach's acid-producing cells. According to the National Institute of Health, it can cause iron and vitamin B12 deficiencies, leading to anemia. That doesn't sound fun for anybody. He attributed his diagnosis to poor eating and being stressed as a father of 3. Hey, buddy, we're all stressed. We all eat poor. Maybe I do need to cut this out. Maybe I do need to cut that out.
Yeah, are you gonna get acid-eating diseases, dude?
Yeah, not a fan with that. But he says the process involved doing a blood draw, extracting his cells, exposing them to Yamanaka factors, whatever that is. Right, those factors. I mean, who does? I expose my cells to Yamanaka factors all the time, and resetting them to an embryonic-like state. Johnson's plan quickly drew criticism from many online for obvious reasons, with some calling it unsettling. That's one word for it. Abomination is another. While others said the process was just evil. Another person wrote, Brian Johnson is what happens when you give too much money to a man who's morbidly afraid of death. I did notice that. Like, all the rich and powerful are desperate to extend their longevity. Others were more receptive to the plan, and some said medical breakthroughs in the past have been achieved through unconventional means. The description of Johnson's cloning experiment doesn't seem to be like an actual clone. He may be describing induced pluripotent stem cells. Those are mature, specialized cells that have been genetically reprogrammed and act like embryonic stem cells by introducing the Yamanica factors. Because, I mean, duh. I paid good money for my Yamanica.
So does he have a baby in a petri dish or not?
I mentioned getting it's right. Okay, yeah. The article doesn't conclude whether we confirm that he has a baby in a petri dish, but I tend to believe that someone with a lot of money probably
And
has.
also, how does that solve his problems? It's not like he can just gut the kid when he turns 18. Like, oh yeah, the reason you're here is I need those.
That's a great question. Because
even the ability to do that is just sick.
First of all, yeah, I mean, so millionaire Brian Johnson,
Deca millionaire.
He's in a Netflix documentary, apparently. The Man Who Wants to Live Forever. Like, I guess he's kind of obsessed with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's his whole thing now.
Oh, that's like his whole identity now.
So he made a company, I think it's called Blueprint, and he documents every single thing. So like one thing he went viral for recently was he removed all of the microplastics, nearly all, in his testicles by changing how he like utensils he used and stuff like that. He's doing all these things.
Interesting. But yeah, dude, you raised the $1 million question. Like, what kind of crimes? Okay, if cloning yourself isn't a crime, which I think there is laws that are stopping people from creating clones. I think we learned that from the sheep that was cloned in the late 90s or 2000s. I forget the name. There was a name for that sheep, and I can't remember what it was. But shortly after that, cloning stopped, right? Or did it? Because Brian Johnson's not the only one working on this stuff.
Yeah,
government agencies are going to do this stuff too. But yeah, okay. So let's say he did.
Epstein had a clone for sure.
Right. Dolly. Yes. Thank you, Joel. Dolly the sheep. But let's just say that he is telling the truth and he has a clone of himself in a petri dish. He's going to implant it in a woman and it's going to give birth to it. Exactly. Like, what other crimes is this going to lead to? God bless Randolph. Like, is he literally going to harvest this kid's organs as a living person?
Yeah, I don't understand what the intention here is, but this dude is crazy. Look at this guy.
he looks like a vampire. Like,
and he has a girlfriend who's 30 years younger than him too. So that,
I mean, don't all the weirdo billionaires have young girlfriends?
But here's the thing, Jeremiah, because I told you I did hear about this before.
Yes,
I heard about it a lot, actually. I only brought one example, but people have been cloning themselves forever. Don't you know?
Where did you grow up?
South Florida.
Okay. I guess you were born in Jersey?
Yeah. Originally, my first gen. I'm a second gen now. That's why you see the celebrity births say I'm born in Toronto, but that's false. My first gen was born in Jersey.
Where did you grow up?
What?
This is SoundCloud rapper Kid Boo, who his whole shtick was that he was actually a government clone. So see, I've known about this for a long time, Jeremiah. Yeah, but
wait, no, seriously, this guy is a rapper who claims to be a government clone.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And you wonder why rap has disappeared from the Billboard charts.
Yeah, so dude, I've been woke when it comes.
Yeah, I guess, man. You're way ahead.
And he's not the only one, by the way. This has always been like, you know how the Illuminati is a big claim? Like, oh, he sold his soul. He's in the Illuminati.
Right.
Cloning is also, it's once you mess up. So you signed your soul away to Illuminati, but you messed up. You didn't say what you wanted them to say. So they disappear you and you get a clone that comes and does all your shows.
I mean, I actually heard that to be in the Illuminati, you got to do a bunch of gay stuff, like, or to get the fame. Like when you see rappers that like come out of nowhere and blow up, it's because they did gay stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good point. And yeah, let's talk about the ethics and morals of cloning. I heard someone ask him, if you're extending your life, aren't you in a sense making your life less valuable?
I don't think that follows, especially from a Christian worldview. We do believe we have eternal life in Christ. So I don't think the logic does follow there, but I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I think I guess it's some kind of God complex. I think Joel, of course, coming in here with the theology. Man wants to live forever. However, God banned him from the Garden of Eden so he wouldn't eat the tree of life and live forever in his sinful state. Yeah, can you imagine? In fact, if we're going with the biblical worldview here, which we adhere to, and I think everybody else should, if we're going with the biblical worldview here, can you imagine, as people did when they were first born, someone like Anthony Fauci living to be 900 years old? You know what I mean? Can you imagine if we lived in a world
if Fauci lived to be 900 years old?
If we had guys like Anthony Fauci living to be 900 years old, can you imagine that? How awful, how terrible, how egregious would it be to let someone like that live to be extend well beyond their years like that? I don't know that I would want to live in a world where evil people like that could live and live and live and live. That's just, I mean, same thing with like Hitler, like Stalin, you know, if any of these guys were able to extend their lives for hundreds of years.
Well, they believe it's possible because they treat AI like a god. Look, I love AI. I probably talk about AI too much. I try not to, but there are those like the creator of Claude, Dario, that want to literally build an AI god, and they think this AI is going to solve all of the health related issues humans face. And so therefore, biologically, we'll be able to live, keep our bodies going forever, and we'll only die to being killed, you know, stuff like that. But no diseases or natural death anymore is what they think is possible if we, 10,000x our medical knowledge via AI.
What do you think? Do you take the literal interpretation of the Bible when it says that man is cut off at 120?
Literally? No. Literally? No. I mean, it can't be. There are people who live past 120.
Is there?
Yeah. Verified. I think 122.
Let's see. Let's use AI, your favorite. The only person verified to have lived past the age of 120 is Gene Comment, who lived to be 122. Wow.
Yep.
You are correct. That is the only person to live past that age.
That's a good trivia question.
That is a good trivia question. That's a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? That's the $1 million question right there. Can I phone a friend? Gene, let me, in case I need that name, Gene Comment. Interesting. So I wonder then what he meant by that. I'm gonna have to do some studying. 120 is a semi-elastic limit genetically. What does that mean, semi-elastic?
It means there are outliers like this 122-year-old.
Gotcha. So there are outliers. Good. No. Thank you, Joel, for jumping in at the right time as we're talking about the evils of cloning. I don't know. Do you think this guy's full of it, or do you think he may actually have a clone?
I think he's probably trying to clone a piece of himself.
Like
and
just an organ.
Yes, and he's using this language. He's very good at marketing. He's around. All of his friends are the best marketing guys in tech. Like, this guy knows his stuff. And not only that, he's 100% focused on his personal brand for this blueprint that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
So he has an entire team working his social media marketing for him. And yes, crinkled hands. I mean, I don't think he's a grifter. That's the thing.
Well,
Is
define
he selling
grifter.
products?
Define grifter.
Is selling something you don't believe in, basically, or using something you don't actually care about or believe in to profit. He does really care about this stuff, and he really believes he can solve it and live forever.
So do you? Okay, so bigger question. In fact, I want the
Yeah.
chat to answer this as well.
And he already made all his money. He's not looking. I mean, yes, he's an entrepreneur. He's going to make money doing this stuff by selling these products that he tells you are the healthiest products ever.
Right, right.
He made $800 million with Venmo.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's not doing it necessarily for the money.
Right.
Okay, so chat, tell me in the chat, and Alex, tell me, do you think cloning is even possible? Do you think someone could actually clone themselves, an exact copy of you in like, kind, and quality?
Yeah.
You do.
It wouldn't be me. But I do
you can't
think
clone the soul, right?
Right, but I do think you can clone the body. I don't think it's logically impossible, and I do think it's probably possible in the very, very far future. But yeah, and you could clone someone, and you'll have like maybe even some of the same mannerisms. Because there's nature and nurture. I believe in both. I think most rational people do. So the nature things about me probably would be a lot similar, but the nurture, I mean, there's no way you're gonna copy my childhood. Like, that's not gonna happen.
Right. Well, yeah, that's not going to happen. So Crinkle Hand says yes, but there would be so many factors. Joel,
that's a good, yeah.
Cloning is possible.
It
creates a twin. Yeah, but it's not quite the same. Like, a twin still has differences. Cloning is like exact. Like, every hair aspect of your body is exactly the same as yours. Like, even twins have differences.
In the strict sense of a clone, no.
How Patriot, I can do that with 3D printer, can't I? How do you think I got the tank in my backyard? I mean, I lost it in a boating accident. I lost my tank in a boating accident.
Nature loving hot dogs and nurture Gagas versus Chicago. That's
but
great.
It would never grow exactly the same. Well, if it's not exactly the same, see, in my strict definition of clone, it's not a clone unless it is exactly the same as you. Like, you
Which
should,
is
like,
fair.
I can look at twins and point out a difference to you. If I have a clone, it should be able to stand right next to me, and you don't know who's who.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. But that's all I got for you folks. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Share the show with everyone you've ever met in your entire life, and subscribe to our channels if you have not already. I'll leave it open for a couple more minutes while we talk about promotions and stuff. If you want to call in and give us any last minute views you have on anything we talked about, any of the headlines, Fauci, Tyler Robinson, Candace Owens, if you want to make fun of some white liberals, feel free. For these next few minutes, feel free to call in. The link is pinned in the chat, and I will put it up here on the screen one last time for us. There you go. Up there, if you want to drop in real quick here at the end and give your opinion on anything. Crinkle Hand says there will never be a clone with that definition then.
You little definition Yahtzee.
Definition Yahtzee or Nazi?
Well, I don't know. YouTube, I don't know.
Yeah. Misinformation says that was before Peter. Thiel took Vance beneath his wing and prepped him to be Thiel took Vance beneath his wing and prepped him to be VP JD Vance.
Yeah.
Jesse Johnson says hello.
In other words, the Jews did it.
In other words, the Jews did it because they were responsible for all the world's ills, according to the retard, right? Jesse, John, again, hey, if you disagree with that, I'm leaving it open for a few minutes to call in and give your opinion. Alex, what do you got going on, man? What do you got coming up on your channel? Any debates coming up?
No debates. Well, a debate will be coming up. I just don't know when. Part of the word war debate series here. And just stay tuned. Look out. I'm going to be posting more news related videos on my main channel here. Yeah, that's about it. How about you, brother?
I just posted a video a few days ago covering J.D. Vance's comment on Joe Rogan about Christian economics. What is that? Does the Bible prescribe an economic formula like capitalism or socialism? I dive in, check out that video, and break that down for you. I also do post long form clips of this show now. I'm going to start doing that. And I actually have my first debate coming up in September. Stay tuned for details on that.
Yeah.
I will be debating a fellow brother in Christ on should Christians, what was the prompt again? Should Christians not have voted for Trump?
Yeah, Christians should have not voted for Trump in 2024.
Yeah, Christians should have not voted for Trump in 2024. I will be taking the negative. I will be debating the guy who says that they should not have. So stay tuned for details on that. It'll be my first debate ever, and we're going to do it live. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much for joining. I'll read a few more of your comments before we get out of here. Some Republican vote for Democrats going to be messed up. Watch out for the blue wave. I hope not. I really hope not. But
I got $15 on it not being.
Y'all just happy campers, WF up views.
With effed up views.
Sure. If you say so, brother.
Both y'all.
Both y'all. Oh, hey, he's a minority. Don't be talking smack. But yeah, no, I hope that headline that we read earlier about Elon Musk, coming in with hundreds of millions of dollars into Republican campaigns can at least save one chamber of Congress. If we lose the House and keep the Senate, then we will avoid disaster. We won't go anywhere. I mean, we're not going to accomplish anything, but we will have avoided disaster. If we pull off a miracle, if Jesus comes down and says, I grant Republicans both the House and the Senate, then you can bet this train will keep rolling. And, buddy, we might actually save this country.
Amen, brother.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch y'all next Thursday on the #1 political commentary show at 9:45 p.m. Thursday nights under certain parameters. God bless y'all. See you next week.
God bless. Have a good night.